in aspects of urology and andrology care, it is important to also spread the awareness of many diseases of the organs which actually carry a stigma. Not being able to speak about these issues which men and women have, and they go through the dilemma of when and how and can we postpone and not speak about this and probably hope that it will recover on itself, is an important aspect which many individuals go through. To bring about awareness on urology and andrology care, it is important that you look at this wall and identify that as a urologist, there are so many things that a urologist would actually continue to treat, which means he actually would look at, in one way, making you understand that there are changes happening gradually, or there could be emergencies which happen in urology. On the other aspect, it is very important on his part to be able to explain to you that the changes which are happening could actually sometimes be those diseases which could move a distance before you could identify them. One such issue is in men is called varicocele, and let's discuss about varicocele. Varicocele, which is the increased tortuosity and lengthening and dilatation of the veins which surround the two testes. Testes are actually hanging in the scrotum to give it a relief in terms of the temperature which is naturally made by the entire aspect of the growth and development. So testes being in the scrotum is to keep the temperature down and being in a different location compared to the abdomen where they were actually born. So they migrate down into the scrotum. The veins that actually take away the blood supply of the testes, as the arteries supply the blood to any organ, including the testes, can be more than one, and that's called pampiniform plexus. The plexus of veins which actually surround the testes could undergo a dilatation, could undergo a tortuosity, and therefore would lead to pooling of blood in the region of the scrotum. As an individual patient, he could find that his scrotum is baggy, his scrotum feels little more enlarged, his scrotum feels like a bag of worms, which is a medical description of a feeling that has been described by urologists and teachers. The entire aspect of having a feeling of something in the scrotal sac which is beyond the testis and not the watery hydrocele that we talk about, which we treat by hydrocelectomy, is varicocele. Varicocele is that feeling of extra amount of veins which are dilated and tortuous, and therefore the whole scrotum on one side feels more capacious. Varicocele in men is more common on the left side, though it can be bilateral on both sides. And varicocele is treatable. In fact, varicocele treatment is required basically for two main indications. One is in adolescents and in adults who have got intractable progressive testicular pain or orcalgia, the pain which emanates from the region of having a dragging feeling or a discomforting feeling, more so in the evening than in the morning when you get up fresh. What does it mean? It means that there's a possibility of the blood pooling gradually as the days go by, and there is a drag or a feel as a result of excessive amount of blood pooled around on one side more than the other, or both the sides one more than the other. Left side more commonly, only because of the anatomy and the structure as it is made up of. Varicocelectomy is actually bringing about a reversible change in aspects of fertility, and therefore that happens to be a second important indication. So the first indication was we do varicocelectomy as a therapeutic treatment for discomfort, pain, or orcalgia happening where the blood pooling is happening, causing a scrotal drag more so in the evening than in the daytime. And when we are doing so, we actually land up curing the patient of a condition where we have done a surgery called varicocelectomy. So the discomfort and drag in the sensitive scrotum could be because of many aspects. It's a sensitive structure, it's an external structure which has got a great sensation, and there are trigger points too. To identify that varicocele is the cause of this, we look at going in an algorithmic approach to identify it, and when these are significantly enlarged, they are significantly tortuous, they're giving an asymmetry, discomfort, lots physical and obviously psychosomatic at this point in time, progressively gone to those levels, we go ahead and proceed with the surgery, which is, in our understanding, microscopic varicocelectomy. A varicocelectomy where we incise and clip those veins, block them completely and tie them off so that they are not going to be as tortuous, as big and as fluctuant around. So least number of veins are left over to drain compared to the large pampiniform plexus which are dilated. Now it is done with the open approach. It was before done with laparoscopy approach. Laparoscopy approach is not taken anymore because we try clipping those veins while many side veins or collateral veins are missed out, and therefore it's best done by a microscopic varicocelectomy. in a subinguinal approach, and that's the approach which has got the maximum results with the least amount of complications. So that was to tell you about the surgery. But the more important cause that we land up here are men who are looking at fertility, and an aspect of fertility which is becoming infertile as a result of the oligoasthenoteratozoospermia as a result of oligozoospermia, where the semen parameters are gradually getting bombarded by a toxicity of the high amount of blood pooling in the scrotum, could actually be reversed by a surgery called varicocelectomy. And we here do a microscopic varicocelectomy, which is aided by Doppler on the operating table to look at, identify the veins and therefore not touch the arteries, and the lymphatics therefore get less amount of swelling, while the target of the veins are actually reached to by using a Doppler on the operating table around. So the two important indications of varicocelectomy, as deemed and decided fit by a urologist in partnership with his patient and relatives, is an intractable orcalgia as a result of the blood pooling, and this is also seen in adolescents. So we see somebody who is in their age group of 15 to 25, still not married, still very young, and has an intractable, continuous, dragging pain, discomforting, which on clinical examination to a urologist looks like a varicocele of different grades around. Right from being excessively capacious cord on one side, the spermatic cord contents, to a bag of worm feeling where there is a feeling that there are worms inside, something which needs to be controlled in time, because as a result of this excessive blood pooling, the toxicity of that brings about a testicular atrophy and brings about decreased activity of the testes, more so of the compartment which produces spermatozoa, that compartment, compared to the testosterone compartment or production of testosterone, which may not be so much affected. Man would still be superb in his men's health, but unfortunately may go down drastically on his spermatozoal production as a result of the toxicity developing because of the entire aspect of change which is happening in the scrotum. The other aspect is male factory infertility, and this happens to be an attempt towards correction of one important aspect of male factory infertility. So we look at that important aspect and help people getting cured of this condition. So an identification of a varicocele, a lot by a patient who feels dragging and discomfort after a long day's work in the evenings and nights, number one. Number two, identification of a discomfort all the time, which is progressive more so in the evening, being there for quite some time, not knowing the cause, and analgesics and painkillers are not the treatment for it. Seeing a urologist and being identified as to the cause that he needs to clinically examine and use that to aid his clinical diagnosis with sonography, Doppler scrotum, looking at the parameters of semen changing and looking at the hormone profile that you have, finally leads us to identify this in a very planned manner to be able to treat varicoceles and to cure you of those important aspects. Finally, at the end of it, you are not going to suffer from a testicular atrophy, which could happen because of a long-standing blood pooling in the scrotum. It could require a bilateral varicocele if there is a very significant varicocele on one side and a lesser varicocele on the opposite side. We do it with a small incision where we use a microscope. We go inside to a subinguinal approach where maximum number of veins which are tortuous and dilated can be picked up, and finally they could be clipped, they could be ligated, and they could be blocked so that minimal number of veins and therefore minimal amount of pooling happening in the scrotum becomes beneficial for the two important indications of orcalgia or continuous chronic pain in the scrotum, or a male factor infertility, which can be best reversed because it has been identified and a cause has been picked up upon, helping us to probably reverse your spermatozoal changes which has happened progressively to a level, and obviously prevent a testicular atrophy beyond what could have happened as a result of this ongoing process. So microscopic varicocelectomy with aided Doppler on the operating table happens to be a state-of-art kind of an approach which we take up here and cure many people of their discomfort and agony of chronic orcalgia because of large and significant varicoceles, and look at curing them reversibly on the spermatozoal functions during a varicocele surgery, which is called varicocelectomy. Thank you.